that, but here we go. Go ahead, Tracy.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tracy, and yes, I am a breathwork facilitator and a self-love mentor. So with that, I do most of my work revolves around breathing, something we do every single day, but we take for granted. And this is when I come in because breathwork is an active form of meditation. So if you struggle with anything like anxiety, stress, if you feel like you have a hard time making decisions and you just don't know how to like listen to your body, you don't know how to listen to your intuition, breathwork is so incredible for that because it allows you to get out of your busy mind that we constantly have all day, every day, and drop into our body, drop into our heart centers. And this is all done through an active breath, a very specific breath pattern. And I like to describe it as an emotional detox and an energetic massage, because that's exactly what it is. So if you've gotten a massage before, like on your, physical massage on your body, think of it as an energetic massage. We're moving around the energy in our bodies. We're, moving around anything that has felt stuck or stagnant or anything that has been weighing you down. This is all achieved through a specific breath pattern. And to just give a little idea, our goal with breathwork is to take in as much oxygen and let out as much oxygen from our body as possible. This is the type of breathing that our brain craves, that our organs crave, that we don't really take the time to give ourselves every day because we're just not conscious about it. Breathing is very autopilot, it's very natural, and we don't think anything about it. We're just like, oh, our body's got us, whereas I don't have to think about breathing because I don't have to. But when you go into this certain form of meditation and this active form of breathing, you are literally activating your parasympathetic nervous system. And that's a part of your nervous system that wants to feel calm, that wants to feel, what's the word I'm looking for? That wants to feel very still and relaxed. So we do this through a 3-part, the way I do it, my practice is through a 3-part breath, and it's called a triactive breath. So how we do this is I just want to give you a little demonstration. This is a very transformative breath work pattern. So we start with, you can picture one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, because these are the parts of our body that we will be breathing through. So we start with the belly, and it's all in and out through the mouth. So we'll go in through the belly, in through the chest, and out through the mouth. Again. Belly, chest, out. Belly, chest, out. Belly, chest, out. Awesome, Deb. Yeah, and that's all in and out through the mouth. And the more you do this, the more you breathe in this way, the easier it gets. It's going to feel really hard in the beginning and it feels like work, and that's why it's called breath work. But the more and more that you get into this pattern, the more you find you can breathe deeper, the more you find that you will start to feel more relaxation in your body. You'll start to, so I mentioned emotional detox. That's a part of breath work that is really transformative, because when we breathe into our bellies, especially, we start to bring up old emotions that we've been holding on to that don't serve us, whether we realize them or not. It's really powerful to unveil that. And by doing breath work, you're able to tap into those emotions easier and release anything that doesn't serve you anymore. So I love doing breath work for that, emotional release, relaxation. And when you do release emotions the way that I'm talking about, it actually does allow you to tap into your intuition, to your gut feeling even easier, because you're not up here so much. It's easier to make decisions when we live here. So that's pretty much the basis of my practice. And I work a lot with clients on coaching too. So we'll do breath work, and then we'll talk about, experiences that they had during it and anything that came up for them. And then kind of just work through that together. Um, Talk therapy is great, but I believe that combining the breath with it as well is such an amplifier. And that's where I'm here to help with that. So
Very cool. Thanks for sharing. So I did want to kind of ask you a little bit about what was the difference between like just the word breath work, but we have intuitive in there. So to me, intuition, you're telling me that I should naturally be thinking about breath work, or what does that mean exactly?
yeah, so like I said, the intuition, we don't find our intuition from our heads. We find our intuition from our gut. So that can be usually either in the heart space or deep in your belly, in your gut. The thing with breath work is that yes, it definitely takes work and it takes time, but it's a practice. And so if you're ever feeling stuck and you're ever feeling like, like I said, you're finding it harder to make decisions in your life, um, that's when breath work is amazing. These sessions, you can do it anywhere from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but the type I do is a transformative breath work. So we're usually in that breath pattern for an hour.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is. It is. But you just get lost in it because you start to find that meditative, peaceful state inside of you that you forget what time it is because you're feeling so good
Oh,
from
wow.
doing the work.
So cool. I have so many more questions, but I am going to save them for our call on
Of
Wednesday so that we
course, yeah.
can chat more then. Um, just wanted to real quick ask one more that I thought might be helpful to some people that might not be for sure how they could use this. Do you have an example of like one time in the last week maybe that you used this to help you with a challenging issue or an emotion or something? Because I know you're in California and you're kind of right around where some challenging things are happening
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. So, and not, and
Yeah.
we all are, we're all over the place. This has just been a really, really tough couple of weeks, but
Yeah.
I know you in California there have felt a little bit of anxiety as far as just that location. And you've been talking about your road trip you're taking soon. So I know there's a lot going on there with you there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely. The pattern, the practice that I use, I don't do it every day. I don't do the hour-long sessions every day. I usually do it anywhere from 1 to 2 times a week when I feel like, I can take a day of rest and really take that time for myself. Because it is, it's a large space to take. So I really kind of schedule that into my weeks. And I found that within the last week, like I guess I'll just give a little brief example. Um, so I actually went through a pretty hard breakup 2 months ago. And the person recently reached out to me, and yeah, and I was in a place in my life where I've been doing, within the last 2 months, I've been doing a lot better. It's been hard, but I've been finding I've been doing better because a lot of it is contributed to doing breath work and listening to my heart and listening to my gut and realizing like, yes, this type of situation hurts and I might miss him every now and then, but that is no reason for me to run back to him. And then vice versa, if what he did to me came back to me, that literally happened within the last week. So it's funny that you mentioned that. And it ruffled up my feathers a little bit, but I realized deep down that through the inner work that I do, that sometimes it's okay to say no, and you have to honor that and you have to respect that. And I think that we're like naturally just people pleasers, as humans, and that it's it's actually a strength, and it's a declaration of self-respect when you just say no to certain things that don't feel good to your soul. And yeah, breathwork has helped me a lot with stuff like that, just like learning to stand my ground and say no, this is what I need right now.
That's
I can't please
amazing.
you.
Right. Well, that's
Yeah.
amazing in so many levels because, and thanks for the vulnerability. I mean, that's
Yeah.
super personal. And so I respect that that was hard to share with us and the Find Calm Here community. But it's real. That's life.
Yeah.
And we all go through breakups. We all go through challenging times, but yet it seems so, sometimes, I mean, I wouldn't, if I didn't have this practice, for example, and I was going through that situation, I mean, I did not do well with the last time I broke up with somebody, and I definitely have had challenging times since then about, all these different thoughts and processes about, and I can relate a lot to the pleasing of other people, just as in respect to like friends and family, that you just, you want things to go well and you want to
Yeah.
get along with people, but sometimes it's just hard because you can't do what they expect, want, desire, yada yada, and you just got to deal with what you know is right. And that's what this
Yeah.
Find Calm Here community is a
Yeah.
lot about, is just really focusing on your intuition and finding the support of this amazing community to create the life that you want,
Yeah.
and have that support of these different systems, whether it's breath work or whether it's minimalism or all of these other specialties that we have in the Find Calm Here community. We've got 39 partners and they all have different things that they bring. And it's just such an amazing place where we can share all these resources and then like take what you need. So I'm really excited. Thank you for sharing.
Of
I
course.
really appreciate it. I'm so thankful that you're in our community. And so I'm just going to wrap up by just saying we are going live at 7 p.m. Eastern with Tracy in the Find Calm Here community through Zoom. So you can get the Zoom link on the findcalmhere.com website under the events tab. You can actually, we just added a new feature that you can add it to your Google Calendar or your iCalendar. If you don't have one of those, I don't know what to tell you because that's all I could figure out. But we have that added. And then also we just set the date for our virtual summit. So that's going to be on June 19th. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a lot of our partners that are Find Calm Here partners going to come on. I'm going to interview them. We're going to chat about how they found calm. And then we're going to have some VIP members. They're going to come on. They've been in the community for a couple weeks now, and they're just experiencing the community firsthand. So they're going to give us some real examples of how they're using the community to help them find calm. And we're going to talk about our launch, because the Find Calm Here community is a global community, and we have these live free events every week for anyone who wants to join on the virtual event. But if you want to dig deeper into any of these topics, this is what we're talking about. This community, when you can dig deeper and really get into what you need to do and how to use these resources, that's what the Find Calm community is. That's what we're going to be doing inside the private exclusive community. And there's more details on the Find Calm Here website. I just created a tab today actually for the virtual summit to register there. So please make sure you register so you can get the updates so when we go live there. I will finish that up. Tracy, anything you want to add?
I don't think so. I think by Wednesday, we'll have more to talk about, and I can answer questions one-on-one for people, so that'll be exciting.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much again for being here. I'm going to end our Facebook Live. We are going over on Tracy's Instagram now in a few minutes. So if you guys are watching live on Facebook, if you follow, what's your Instagram handle, Tracy?
Yeah, it's Breathe with Tracy.
Breathe with Tracy. So if you go on Instagram right now, you're going to see us in a few minutes. We're going to head over there. We're going to chat with her on her Instagram, and we'll see you guys later.
And it's Tracy, Tracy. Oh. I just wanted to clarify that because there's different ways to spell it.
Spell Tracy, yeah.
Tracy.
One more time.
Breathe with Tracy.
Breathe with Tracy.
Yes.
On Instagram. Perfect. All right. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a
Thank
good day.
you.
I hope to see you all, or as many of you as are available on Wednesday for our chat with Tracy. All right. I am going to stop the recording now. Give me 2 seconds to do that. Okay. And thank you.
Exciting.